everybody. Anyways, this is me, Martin the Cool. Ain't this ironic? I have to make a video about, well, loneliness, and robots is going to solve the problem. Beep, bop, beep, boop, beep, bop. You think robots is going to solve, let's look at Japan for a moment. Yeah, they got advanced technology, not give them that, but they also very lonely themselves. They overwork to death, too. No disrespect to anybody that's from Japan and parts of Asia. I'm not being xenophobic. I'm just being realistic, dealing with loneliness. Now, loneliness, yeah, I just made a whole video series about loneliness. So why not add it here? Will robots save us from loneliness and depression? Hell no. You think a robot that's made by people is going to heal people? Get out of here. Anyways, by Fortune.com, Fortune Wellness, about nutrition, burnout, aging, the virus pandemic, caregiving. Meet the new robots that help solve the depression and loneliness epidemic in Asian adults. Seriously? Pepper from Salt Bain Robotics can monitor your body language. Susan Del Lynn, 66, disliked living by herself in the local news in Largo, FLA. Don't know what that says, sorry. Read a story about a loyal helper robot named Elliot Q. I went right to the website and she says, I was like, sign me up. Del Lynn has a history of depression. I'm very well that isolation is enemy. Duh. Yeah, you can't isolate yourself. Well, in some cases, you're forced to do isolation like myself. I could try to go out, interact, meet people all I want, but people are not interested or not eager to engage with me. Unless it's about politics, religion, or ignorant mess like that. I just said it not that long ago, so I don't regurgitate that topic. Anyways, her daughter Jennifer Spelta, who resigns in Maine, also worries about her mom because she lives out of state. And all alone, Spelta says, all alone until 10 months ago when Elliot Q moves in the robot and laundry. I gotta do my laundry tonight. The robot and Elliot interact daily for 60 to 90 minutes, centrally located on the coffee table in the living room. Elliot Q observes Del Lynn routine, get tips on exercise, nutrition, and relaxation, and reminds her to socialize with it when Del comes home from a walk. Elliot Q says she may want interest, even though it's a robot. It's someone to say hello to, she says. Elliot Q robot help provide healthy structure to the daily routine of Susan, though a 66-year-old in Largo, Florida. Excuse me. Such advocates persuade New York officials to buy 830 for Elliot Q this year for seniors already identified by local agencies as needed support. Greg Olson, who leads the state office for the aged, and believe robots can help address health problems caused by loneliness, including heart disease, cognitive decline, which costs $6.7 billion annually in Medicare alone. Added to this problem, U.S. could soon have a shortage of 500,000 caregiver will make up the gap of technology. You think technology is going to replace people? Seriously? Robotics is not going to take care of missing million people who are going to take care of the elderly. In America, let's just be real and not add this point to it. Americans do not value the elderly, do not care about the elderly. I'm sorry, that sounds ageist, but it is for what it is. I'm not 32 and all that. It is bad. Don't get twisted. It's bad already now being young and lonely. Now imagine you're dealing with health issues. You're dealing with aging problems and all that. Trouble walking, trouble mobility. Physical therapy tell me a lot of things. What the elderly go through. Even though I'm 32, but I feel their pain. What will make up the gap in technology, says Rick Robertson, VP of Startup Engagement at AARP, although he recognizes it's not simple. Asian adults might need various service in addition to a companion robot could provide. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, says Carla Pesinato, a geneticist at the University of California in San Francisco. San Francisco, but robots can be the piece of solution for many. Cutting-edge technology, isolation due to the pandemic highlight how harmful loneliness can be. Duh! This better development of tech solutions, says, I do not pronounce that now, I'm just going to skip over that, sorry. Engineer professor at the Vanderbilt University, one area of rapid advancement has been artificial intelligence for companion tools. Today, AI and enhanced robots have impaired stereo vision to sense the shape and location of objects. They have better algorithm and speech processor, which lets them recognize people, monitor interaction, and tweak their behavior based on experience. If you think this cutting edge tech would be too complicated for older adult demands, consider that 23 of Americans over the age of 50 own robot vacuum cleaners, and 35% have AI assistants like Alexa. Social robots combine these technologies may not be such a huge leap, said Robertson. I did not know how to pronounce her name, but the CEO of Elliott Keymaker Institution Robotics says robots offer great value to AI assistants, although Elliott Q's initial program delivered generic statements and questions. It has a real personality, though. It can build a relationship with humans, project intervene, and retain the context of previous conversations. Scholar says over time, ELQ is able to tailor suggestions to individual nudges and his owner towards personality important goals such as staying healthy and social. How the hell can you socialize for one thing and they unable to? You know what I'm saying? Let's just be realistic. Let's dress the elephant in the room. America is antisocial. You can go around and get these robots all you want, but that's just delusion. Let's just face reality here. Oh yeah. True force loneliness. You know, more time. This topic's getting old, man. But look at this topic here. I want people to realize this topic. It is old. It's new. It's relevant. But I guess people are discussing this topic is kind of old, you know. But people say people love robots, but let's just go on. AR robotic bodies provide another advantage over Alexa or Sarah. Research show that 3D embodiment leads to more trust and compliance and engagement. Oh, that sounds like Big Brother. That's all. It just sounds like Big Brother. Government want to monitor our lives, which mostly they do for social media and also record our voices. Google, Siri, Alexa, and all that. Yeah. It's generous that Ellie Key has a body weight just about over 7 pounds, standing 8.5 inches. It looked like more of a table lamp than a free people. Oh, but that's exactly the point. Scully tell Fortune she like a statue that comes like not something that mimics humans. Elliot Q, which costs about $250 plus a monthly subscription, does feature some human-like body language to tilt his head towards his owner. And so you look at that picture of a skull figure that creates a split image of a person with courage, too much attachment. And I just make a video about having attachment issues that you can't really form attachment because people think you're weak, corny. No disrespect once again to my LGBT audience, or gay, or you're soft, you're weak if you rely and depend on people. Unfortunately. Rather than monopolize attention, Ellie keep push users to engage with people. And how is that even possible to engage people? They wouldn't have robots to begin with, you fools. It prompts the Ellie to send voice messages or recount favorite memory, which Ellie keep records and share photos with friends. But how can you record or share anything if you don't have friends to begin with? I'm talking in real life. I ain't talking on social media. Oh boy. I can send photos that become part of the slideshow on Ellie's Key Sweeney says her daughter Jennifer Spector. Humanoids and robotic pets. Oh, seriously? Humanoids and robotic pets. Other bots do replicate humans are much more expensive. Pepper must closely resemble a person. Costs about $20,000 plus insurance and software. Deployed in senior facilities and hospitals, mostly outside the U.S. Pepper monitor your body language, says Anna Sandler, Pro CEO. Interest Robots, which designed a software solution for Pepper robots. If you sit too long, for example, suggest moving around. Smaller humanoid called Nano, for the same company that makes Pepper, retailed for $7,000 in January. The Minnesota Department of Human Services gave $2 million to the research and study to help benefits of both robotics and 8 Minnesota nursing homes. And how is that? You got to worry about fees, worry about hackers and spammers and all that. That's my fault. Talked to a lady. I remember talking to that she would never get into a self-driving car because what happened? Some hacker or spammer got into the car and take that poor innocent person to God knows where. What's going to happen to you? Say car can't tell if he's sick or dying anything. Yeah, it's extreme. Yeah, I don't want to be in a self-driving car. I don't want to be in those telling no damn robots. Is that how America going to end up being? Sad to say, like Japan or parts of Asia where people are relying on technology and robots. But I'm going for far too long. Let's go. Oh, there are more affordable robot pets. RoboShop lists a bevy of options that have a tactical response. Light them up or purring when you pet them and give them pressure and companionship. It is fake, man. That's not a real animal. You know, people desire people and animals, real breathing flesh creatures, man. You think a fake robot, a fake person is going to make somebody better? Get out of here. Ugh. They have a tactical response, lighting them a purr when you pet them and give them pressure and companionship, said Robinson. 7 years ago, he got one for his mother who has severe dementia, gave her comfort from anxiety. Oh, seriously? Because robot animals involve simple interactions than humanoids, it may best support with cognitive impairments, but others benefit too. In 2020, research by AARP found marked improvements by the well-being of lonely older people. Give joy for all robots past $140 in 2018. Austin tests joy for all among a group of seniors saw a 75% decrease in feelings, isolation, and depression. Since then, he handed out 21,000 of them. Paro, robot seal, is the only robot approved by the FDA as insurance costs for patients with depression, anxiety, other conditions. Per response to his name, if you pet it with cool, repeat the behavior that earn you affection. Licensed nursing homes get these robot seals for free. 28 nursing homes in Washington State started using them last year. Sarkar, the engineer profession, partnered with the Ohio State. The state of benefit animatronics compared to humanoids like Skull. He want robots to encourage older people to socialize with other people, then the robot will fade into the background. That's not going to work. Let's just be real. More to you, some very negative. Let them have the delusion like they have friends and pets. Though they ain't real. You can call me negative all you want, people, but let's face reality. People are lonely. You know, outside of America, I find it funny for a world country, they don't have to deal with robots. But here in so-called first world country, you know, Americans are antisocial. So, of course, you just can't waltz out and meet people. I already talked about that. You don't want to look creepy, weird, or gay. I'm just being obvious here, you know. Not cure-all. Sark acknowledged that we're in the early stage of designing robot for companionship. You know, research has shown that using technology and staying there for social interaction can increase loneliness. It really depends how and why we're using technology, said Personato. I do not know how to pronounce their name, who has been a lead studying the health effects of loneliness. Is it a substitute for social interaction? Well, if you don't have friends or just can't socialize with people, especially where I'm at, unless it's about business or in a place of business, I say you go to a coffee shop, a local restaurant, uh, hangout spot, whatever. But since there's this pandemic, how are you supposed to meet people? People freaking out if you're worried and coughing and all that. That was a fake cough, but yeah. Robots aren't cure all. She said they're part of the solution, but we need more greater social change. For example, the creation of more mixed age communities, which help loneliness in both older and younger people. You can provide as many tools as you can. Also said robots are part of short term and longer term strategy. Data protection, informed consent, or other concerns as robots and more adapt and collect the information. Of course, the government and tech companies are collecting information. As soon as you go to any website, they want you to click accept or reject. Oh, yes, they give us the illusion of choice. But anyways, I went off for far too long. Data protection, informed consent, or other concerns as robots become more adept at collecting information, even trapped in facial expression. Oh my god. Pepper could tell what a doctor could tell a doctor what percentage of interaction patients spent on pro and knowledge ethical arguments such as detailed surveillance, but note there aren't enough medical specialists to monitor such things. Uh, Yikes. Pepper, which could watch people closely, including facial expression, body language, use information, make suggestions for improving their health as customer base grows. Scholar plan to build community. Elliot key owners connect for their robots. In the meantime, Dylan has come to trust Elliot to look out for her mental health. Several times the bot has announced, "You seem a little down lately." Each time Daryl realized the bot was right, make sure to chat with her dad, which boosts her more. I don't know how Elliot Kid does it. Something that's cueing her to ask me. Dylan seems charmed by this mystery. Elliot Key is part friend, part caregiver, helping her improvert structure, follow routine, to live your best life. Daryl says you have to do what needed to maintain optimal well-being. Well, that's not going to do anything. Here's my criticism. Well, New Year's turn to Japan by giving robots to old people. Wow, that's sad. Oh, oh my God. Not only that, we had to worry about AI, technology going rogue and all that. governors, hackers and spammers and all that, and God knows what we're gonna do. Forced consent, these deep fakes going on, people, using technology against people and all that. And I know I've been heavily critical, and I give y'all people that, but I just don't care. Speaking myself, living alone in this isolation, because let's be real, Americans are antisocial, and I'm gonna continue to say that. Why don't you just go to some clubs and all that? That costs money. Why don't you go to meetup? That costs money. Why don't you talk to a therapist? That costs money. Thousands of dollars just to talk to some weirdo. And I'm just coming back more madder. That's no different than getting on to a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? At least the prostitute's honest, but I have to say my part. But all seriousness, I don't go to any of these groups because that costs money. Seriously. So that's not going to work, you know what I'm saying? Don't you have friends and connections? Well, if I had friends and connections, I wouldn't be making True Force Lonely videos. That would be fraud. That'd be fake as hell. But anyways, I've been rambling on for far too long. Thank y'all for watching. And thank you, Fortune.